What's up, guys? Come back out to the old farm, do a little work. I know it's kind of hard to see in here, but everybody likes cows. Thought we'd come see how the ladies are doing. Ladies, how we doing? Want some treats? Let's see if I got some in my pocket. Hitty, darling, you always want some treats. You want one? Yeah? Oh yeah, it's good stuff. How about you, number 4? You want some? Number 4, we've been working with her. She's getting better. You gotta watch her tongue. That sucker's like 80 grit sandpaper. Yeah, another one, Edie. Any other partakers? They're munching on hay. It's been cold and rainy here past couple days again. Winter hasn't quite let its grip go yet. Well, you gotta watch your fingers with these guys. They will munch. No, you're not gonna eat the camera. Looks like we got one more for each of you. God almighty. Let's see, we got any more? No, that's the end of it. You guys ate it all. Everybody's looking pretty good and healthy. They're eating on their hay. It's I don't know if you guys can see out there. Probably not. It is greening up out in the pastures. Winter's not relinquished her grip yet, but she's getting pretty close, so I'm ready. I'm itching to get back to cutting hay. I really enjoy that stuff. So winter's cold, rainy, not a lot to do outside, and I just don't enjoy that much. So spring's always a welcome sign. It's a lot of work, but it's always welcome when the weather starts warming up, trees start budding out, grass is greening up. There's a kind of a new lease on life. So I come out here, got off a little early from the day job. We'll come out here and work on the Compost Renovator project a little bit. Oh, I guess another thing I could talk about real quick. The 5.4 F250. She's back on the road. I've been driving it for, I don't know, a couple weeks now, maybe a little longer. She's running good. Everything's pretty much leak free. Didn't find any loose hoses or fittings or anything that got forgot in the midst of putting it back. A lot of times when you take that much stuff off, it's not hard to overlook something. And I did have a couple of little issues with it. That engine is really hard to get the water system primed back up on, and or maybe I just had a bad go with it, but got it knocked out. I've put probably, let's see, probably 3 or 4 tanks of fuel through it, so 1,200 miles or so, 1,200 miles, and stop my oil leak. That's the main thing. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a head gasket just leak oil and not lose any compression or get water into the cylinders or anything like that. That's nuts. But that's what it was. So she's back on the road. I'm glad for it. It's a little cheaper to drive and a little more comfortable than that 550. So that's always a plus. All right, back to the project at hand. And I tell you guys, I've been doing some thinking about this little apparatus, and I really just don't like it. I know I said I was going to leave this bottom framework alone, and which would put the tank just sitting back up in this area, kind of behind the rippers, or whatever you would want to call them, aerators. But I don't like it. I just don't like it. So it's too close. The tank's gonna be sitting really far back behind the rippers, and that means the plumbing's all going to be underneath the tank and a little harder access. And I know originally I said that I was going to just put it together as quick and easy as possible to see if it worked, but I feel like I'm confident enough in it that it's going to work, that it's worth redoing that frame, getting a little more room in there. And so that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to go do a little spelunk in the junk pile and see if I can find something suitable to rebuild that part of the frame with. Let's see. This tubing is, that's an odd size. Huh. 3 5/8. That's weird. Yeah, 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. I've never seen anything like that. That's weird. I don't know what's up with that. Let's go see what we got in the junk pile. All right. Welcome to the Terrapin Creek Farm junk pile. And when I say junk, I do mean junk. Some of it is pure D trash. Looking for, oh, let's see, what is that? It's a nice piece of angle there. That's a piece of 4. Oh, it's pretty short. Yeah, that's only about 2.5 feet long. That's gonna be the trouble out here. Most of this stuff is relatively short. There's some more angle. That's a little on the thin side, and there again, short. Well, that might be a candidate. Here's a piece of 3-inch. That's actually reasonable. I'll need another one though. Let's see if we can scoot around the back side. We got everything from old plows to shipping crates, all kinds of stuff. There was I was gonna say even a satellite dish, but I guess the satellite dish finally got used up. Fencing. Oh, what we got here? Oh, I like the looks of that. All right, we have got a piece of 3/8 thick, and it runs way up in there. I think that's going to be our ticket. That's a 1/4 by 4. That might not be bad either. 3.5. I think we'll go for the 3/8 thick. Y'all stick around. I'm gonna go get a tractor and snatch this piece out. All right. I know I said tractor. I didn't do tractor. I got to thinking about it. I was like, oh man, truck's in the way of the bay. This one's in the way. I really didn't feel like starting the forklift, and the seat, or what's left of it's full of water. So I was like, maybe I can just wiggle it loose. And the pieces weren't as long as I thought they were. So this one here is the one I was going to pull out. It's about 67, almost a half, which isn't quite long enough, I don't think. The shorter one's about 51. So between the both of them, that should be plenty enough. My plan here is to strip all this down, pull the quick hitch off, break the tacks loose on it, pull it off, and hopefully get this frame cut off. That may be all I do today. I'm not sure, but let's get to it. Quick side note, boys and girls. When I set this up, I was thinking about the clearance for a regular top link, which would fit wonderful. I did not consider, see if you can see that, how thick that was. And so I would have had to redo the top of this anyway. So do it once, do it right. If I don't like it, I just don't like it. In case you're wondering, yes, that hitch is exceptionally heavy. All right, got the easy part done. Got that all knocked off. Now for the hard part. I have got to figure out what I'm gonna do to hold this thing up. You can see here the front's held up on the feet of the aerators, and the back's on some jack stands. Now, naturally, I got a nice set of fancy pipe stands that'd be great for this, but they're not here. So, let me figure out what I'm gonna do and get back to you. All right, that wasn't as bad as it might have been. I didn't record it. I didn't want you guys to catch me saying some naughty things. I did not think that was gonna go very well. But, here's the deal. We got her jacked up. Just moved the jack stands under it. Actually kind of works good because now this can teeter-totter a little bit. And I know that's sketchy looking, but I think it's gonna be okay for now. It's more stable than it looks like. Trust me, promise. So, what we gotta do here is, of course this is crusty and you can't really see anything, but this side is welded all the way around. Looks like the insides are welded 2.5 inches or so. Oh, it's welded on the bottom too, naturally. And this stuff is grody. So I figure we'll do a little needle scale work. I'll give you a little demonstration of that, and then I'm gonna cut you guys off because that's boring. Nobody wants to watch that. All right, you may or may have not have seen a needle scaler before. This is a pneumatic tool. It's basically a little hammer. Moves back and forth really fast, and it's got all these pins or needles on the end of it. This is predominantly a welding tool. It's for knocking slag off and peening welds, which is kind of a quality deal, but it's also good for moving rust and crap. So here we go. Huh. I've been seeing some remnants of some orange paint under here. I kind of thought this thing was homemade, but it may be that it's actually not. I had to do a little digging on that. Anyway, that's the needle scaler. Like I said, pretty boring. I should clarify, it's good for getting off scaly rust. As far as rust like that, where it's really fine, yeah, it's not gonna touch that. So anyway, get the rest of it buffed up. We'll get back with you. All right, well, As you can see, it's in a different orientation. Sorry about the shaky videos. I'm impatient today. I don't know why. Yeah, I knocked it over. So the statements I made earlier about it being stable-ish, it's not stable-ish. Not stable at all. So make a note, get my pipe stands tomorrow. It's be better, much better. The highway is really active today. Anyway, so got the thing knocked over, but it's actually kind of in a good spot. To make it easy to cut these top side welds off, and I'm gonna cut them off and try to flip it over and do the same thing. So I mean, it's pretty much a mess, and all orders gone out the window already, so let's roll with it. Always forget I have a nice floor now, so I'm gonna keep it nice as long as I can. Alright, get you guys in here and show you some more of my mad torch skills, and hopefully not burn up my camera or knock it off in the floor or something. So I know this is going to be hard to see, but the goal is to blow that weld out. So that's basically what it did look like. Now on this side, we're taking this whole piece out. So that's trash, waste, whatever. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to throw it away. I'll use it for something. But blow that weld out, or blow out around that weld. You want to sacrifice your trash piece and try to retain as much material in the piece you want to keep. So that's why it's got this big nasty blowed out mess over here and nothing on this side. So I'm gonna get the rest of this cut out, hopefully, and we'll start again. All right. Now you guys aren't gonna realize this, but I just spent about 5 minutes flipping this thing around, doing some sketchy stuff that I fully intended to record. I mean, I've been talking to you, making faces, whole 9 yards. I don't know if I didn't push record or this questionable camera decided not to record. I don't know. But it's neither here nor there now, and it's not worth doing again. So, we are back in Sketchy Town. Got the back of it flipped up this time, and we're currently running low on 2 very important things for video production. Number 1, battery in the camera. Number 2, oxygen in the torch. I think I got enough left to knock this out, but that's gonna be my goal for today. Get this cut off, and it's the weekend, so out here in the sticks, nothing's open on the weekend. So we'll have to wait till Monday or Tuesday to get some more oxygen. And that's fine because the oxygen bottle's way up there on that trailer. And it's a roll pain in the butt to swap out on the trailer. So I don't really want to do that right now anyway. Anyway, let's get this cut off, cleaned up, get out of here. All right, I got a blinky red light. Should be recording. I believe the camera is currently in danger. You guys hang tight. There you have it. All right. Yep. It's gonna take some cleaning up, but got it cleaned up. Got it broke down, I should say. It's not cleaned up, obviously. You just saw that. But it's a pretty good stopping point, I think. It's getting dark out. No pretty sunsets today. It's just cloudy and cold and yucky. Arkansas winters. They're the worst. Well, maybe not the worst, but they suck. But anyway, let's talk about what we're going to do next time. So, I got the new angle iron to put on there. And I'm basically going to put it on there just like it was on this setup. The only thing I'm going to do different is extend the front of it out. And well, you can't see it because it's flipped upside down. But anyway, we'll extend it out the front, which would be currently down. And I think I'm going to position it to where I can get the tank about 60 to 75% in front of the center line of the aerator. So that tank is 32 inches in diameter. I'll probably shoot for somewhere between 24, 26 inches in front of the center line of the tube of the aerator frame. And so we'll have to do some more math and see how that lands out. But anyway, we'll run that angle out the front and put our hitch hoop back on, and make sure, fix those top links where they're all kosher. They'll all G-haul, and get that done. We'll have to make a frame for the tank to sit on, and do a little bracing, put some diagonals in there so we don't rip this thing apart when we hang a root or something like that. And after that, we'll probably start working on the plumbing on it and see how that goes. I hadn't exactly decided what I'm gonna do there. But anyway, that's it for today. I don't know if this will be a video by itself, or maybe I'll make another one to put on the back of it and do 2 days in one or something like that. But anyway, we'll see. It was a good day. So see y'all next time.